Whatever camera you're using, if it's not this, it's probably not as good. There are only 4 lights that you need to know about to shoot videos. Oh, YouTube's like, oh, we recommend you watch this Corridor Crew video. Just admit that you need to subscribe.
Some of you watching this video may want to make movies and videos yourselves, but when you look at what people are using in the pro league, it can look super intimidating. You know what? You don't need that. Our gear is specifically tailored to let us get the best possible image, but with a group that is small, nimble, and lets us shoot in an affordable way.
Anyways, I don't know if you're interested in this stuff or not, but we're gonna tell you.
All right, the first thing to talk about is the camera. There's a lot of different cameras out there, and honestly, at this point, they're pretty much all good.
The Red camera, this is where it all starts. Why is it the best? 2 things, really quick.
I can screw it up on set, I can miss my exposure, I can, almost swore there, do everything wrong, except for focus. Let's change all that after the fact. This is generally called a RAW format. Red has a RAW format that is compressed, is small, and is very versatile.
Second of all, it's high bit depth. It means when we apply filters to this footage, it doesn't destroy, it doesn't tear it apart and look all gross and blocky. We use this because when we color grade our footage, we want it to look nice. I'm just saying there's a reason I'm not saying like the A7 is better. It's because it's not. We're working our way out. After your camera, the lenses are the next most important thing, and we've been using the Sigma Art Series lenses for a few months now, almost a year. They're the best. They're basically, if I had to describe them, I would describe them as high res, because simply they're so crisp and clear, they allow you to actually maximize the resolution of whatever camera you're shooting on. These lenses are great. They are the best lenses I have ever used. Plan on using them into the future. These little things, all right, third most important thing when it comes to your camera. We have filters here, which are quite nice. We've been using the Tiffen filters for a long time. Really, really good, really high quality, high enough quality to not make my Sigmas look bad.
Sam is the audio guy here.
I kind of am.
In fact, he was the audio guy back before he even had a YouTube channel, and you were using this microphone.
Should I plug it in so we can hear it?
No. You can hear it in every single Corridor video that's on our channel.
I love Sennheiser mics, but we have a trusty standby. It's the Audio Technica AT897. Anyways, great mic, highly recommended.
I love Sennheiser gear. We had a Sennheiser microphone go bad on us.
It was sad.
It was sad.
But their headphones are great. We've actually been using the wireless PXC550 wireless noise canceling Bluetooth headphones. They're super cool, they're super comfy, they're great for planes, they're great for sets, and also they're really, really good for working in an office environment. It helps me get my work done when others are trying to stop me.
I do half of my hearing through these headphones, and the noise canceling, it's so good that it scares me. It makes the world so silent you can hear your own brain.
Promising but flawed. Camera manufacturers are going to realize that we are in the year 2019 and they can put a dang Bluetooth chip in their cameras so I can monitor the audio without a freaking wire going between me and my camera. Multiple Bluetooth outputs would be great so everybody can be listening to it, guys.
That's what I feel like on set. The Sennheiser G3 system, wireless audio, been great. Little pack here for the back of our boom mic. This wireless system we've been using since day one. There's just simply limits to the technology, such as it's a radio. It's the year 2018 and we're using radios. Radio transmission, sometimes the signal gets a little weak, it's a little janky. Well, they fixed it in the G4, which is the upgraded version of this. We should probably upgrade. As you can see by the scratches, the more scratches you see on the equipment, that means it's good.
This table, guys. Hey, speaking of camera stuff and wireless technology, let's talk about monitoring. This here is a small HD monitor on a noodle of a rig. Ignore the rig. Small HD makes great monitors. The really cool thing about them is that you can actually apply filters to your footage in the monitor itself so you can see what it looks like when it's in its final colored state. And this is paired with the Nereus HD wireless bridge. This lets us have a wireless signal from the camera to the small HD, but you know what? You don't need that anymore these days because small HD now has it built into their monitors. If you go to their site, you can check it out.
Why use cables?
Why use cables? Well, cables are super reliable. Just imagine that you're shooting something with more than one person.
Imagine a world where you're filming something and someone else has to see what's being filmed at the same time.
What about professional cameras for going?
You're a pro, but you're on the go.
GoPro cameras, super over-engineered these days. I hate to say it. 1 out of 2 of them break. Except for the Sessions. The Sessions are the promise of what the GoPro thought it could be. The Session gets our hearty endorsement for the best action camera. 100%.
100%.
100s. Hey, how are you going to film your scene if it's too dark?
There are only 4 lights that you need to know about to shoot videos. Only 4, and we're gonna tell you what they are right now.
Light number 1, a panel light. This is the best panel light on the market. This is the Light Panels Astra. It gets really bright, It lets you change colors between tungsten and daylight.
Also, the ballast is attached to the light, so it's all in one package.
Convenient and portable. Number 2.
The 120 series from Aperture. So these Aperture LED lights are really nice, and they do something that the Astra does not, which is focus the light. They have these Fresnel lenses attached to them. Incredible. These things are precise. They give you nice, clean shadows. These are on every single set. Now there's other things we need out of lights though. One thing is color. And these are some really funny little lights. These are the Lux Li Cello lights. And these things run off of little Sony batteries, but what's incredible is that they can go across the entire color spectrum. At Moth Video that we just released, I used this light and it's a little baby cousin version for nearly every single shot. There's one final light that you need to be aware of.
I legitimately don't know which light Sam's gonna point out.
The fourth and final light fits in the palm of my hand.
Oh, cool.
These guys. All right, these are the M9s from Aperture. They have a slightly bigger brother, but these things, I love these things. Every single shot you see on this YouTube channel has one of these M9s right next to the lens.
Yo, let's talk about batteries. These real big batteries, Mantra batteries like this. So we have Anton Bauer batteries. There's also other batteries we have as well, because these are basically giant power banks that can power anything from a light to your camera, to your monitor, to anything else, and have it last for multiple hours.
You can even charge your phone because they have USB ports on them.
Modern technology, wow. What good is all this gear if you have no way to hold it up, right? We don't just set our cameras on the ground, do we?
Again, we come back to this limited, Rubbermaid, lifetime table, quarterdigital.store.
Everybody needs a good tripod for their gear. This is a Sackler tripod. I don't need fuss, I don't need muss, I just need an easy, efficient system that can do with one person.
Once again, just look at the wear and tear on this thing. That means it's a good product. I'm not gonna show you how it works or show it in use, but Zhiyun cranes, don't use gimbals too frequently anymore, but when we do, the Zhiyun cranes are really, really nice. There's a lot of really crappy handheld gimbals on the market, but the Zhiyun cranes are not one of them. Put the camera on there, you turn it on, and it works. So the new Ronin S, haven't really used it too much, looks really good. Maybe we'll upgrade to it.
We do have other gimbals. They stay in the closet. Let's go old school here. I mean, this is too big to set up, so we left it in the closet, but this is where Carmichael cuts the B-roll of us using this.
We found sliders are for chumps.
The Liebeck jib arm and track, by far, the best thing you could get if you want smooth, versatile camera motion or cinematic movements. This is better than any gimbal. This is better than any tripod by itself. This is better than any slider. It makes all these things obsolete. It is rock solid. It's super basic technology, and it will never let you down. It's computer time. Let's talk about electronics.
All right, so there's good computers and bad computers. Generally, computers that you build yourself fall into the good computers, and what's even better than self-built computers are the ones we have from Puget Systems. They are our most powerful computers in the studio. They are the workhorses that do a lot of our editing and rendering and all the cool processing. The thing is, those guys are really good at outfitting them, and they're really good at helping us out with little customer support issues when there are issues, which is very rarely. Those are really, really good.
Tell me about Origin.
No. Well, there's a reason we're working with Puget now instead of Origin.
Corridor's 2018 gear video. We would be remiss not to grab the camera and turn it around these boys.
Oh, hi.
Because they do more filming than we do. Nick, get over here.
Here, you need to wear these so that way the microphone doesn't break on you and you don't know.
Okay.
Video Micro by Rode. Really great, really small. Phantom powered by DSLR. Sound quality is passable. Cheap, 70 bucks. This tripod, Benro, I don't remember the actual model, but it's a travel one. The shitty part about these kind of tripods is you can't level the head and you always have to like adjust the leg to get it. Best thing about Benro is they've solved that problem for every single model. Some type of micro bowl head at the top to just adjust it right there. I can just, now it's spiked, ready for grass. And now it's ready for your living room or kitchen.
Piece of gear I swear by is this little fish that Sam printed me to hold all the memory cards.
Guys, I forgot to mention this. 3D printing, pretty handy. If you want to get into 3D printing, Matter Hackers are the guys to go to if you want to get one. Ultimaker 3 brought me into the 3D printing game when previously I was like, I did not have the time to learn how to do it.
So Nico.
Oh, the Sigma lens? This whole thing?
This whole thing? The thing that you're holding as well?
Yeah, we shoot everything on these. They're the ADDs, Canon ADDs.
1080p 60 frames per second.
We always shoot in 60 frames.
But we edit and release in 30 frames per second. It doesn't matter if you have the best camera, it matters that you know what camera you're using.
And you can use that camera for longer if you have a battery extender, which we often
It's so great.
need.
It's Canon.
Oh, it's a Canon one?
No, wait. Canon's is $300. This is a $70 one from Amazon.
Yeah. This feels so small now.
10 to 20, because wide lenses are amazing. And then we want fancy shots, we use this 18 to 35 1.8 Sigma, or we just grab a macro lens from the corridor case. Little lights, as you saw on top.
Some sort of janky rig that changes every couple months.
The one on that camera is way better. You can see it now, it's amazing.
AD, is that the best camera out there?
For what?
For what?
Yeah.
Come on, Michael, what is your favorite piece of gear?
The capture and the lens kit. That might not make sense what I just said.
Great choice.
It's technically just a lens holster. Peak Design's capture and then lens kit, they're two separate products, but they can be used together.
Let's take it for
Actually,
a spin.
let's do a full spin.
Full spin.
Give me the most expensive lens we have.
No.
The belt. I'm gonna tighten this up. $1,000 lens on this. I'm gonna put it on my belt.
You're crazy.
This little button allows me to take it off. Otherwise it'd be there. Now safety, lock it by twisting it.
So hot swap.
It's a hot swap. Normally I'd have to use this table. I'm not going to use the table. Ready for the next shot, boss?
Look at that.
I have never felt like I want to keep swapping lenses more. Boom.
I like Red Bull too.
Pretty amazing. You can have more than one. Heck, well, yes we do. So I just want to put this camera away. Let's see if it can work, come on. Load this. Boom. This is how
a walk in the park.
If you go to a wedding and you look at any of the photographers, this is how a photographer looks.
Yeah, a little bit more defeated. Yeah, that's about it.
All right, I hope you enjoyed our little gear review with attitude here. We'll have some links to it in the description below.
It's all about the same thing. It's about finding gear that allows you to just do what you want to do in less time. Less headaches, and just, I want to shoot a scene, well, let's go shoot that scene.
Come on.
Stop letting YouTube recommend your videos and start subscribing to them and making decisions for yourself.
There are links to all this gear in the description below, so go check it out if you want any of this for yourself. Also, we included a couple links to things that we didn't have time to talk about in this video, but are still worth checking out, like the K-Tech boom pole. It's wonderful. It's long enough for me to touch the top of Sam's head. Sorry, to touch the front of Sam's body. 22 or 3 feet?